All right. So the story I want to tell you is, for example, out of my intro, what I didn't tell you yesterday about myself, because I'm pretty much an introvert. Those who know me well, right? I am very much introvert. You're never going to hear exaggerations coming out of me. I am so down to earth and blunt and honest that it just comes out that way, right? That's my personality and I accept it, right? So when we got started, what I didn't share with you in that video is that when we got started, when my husband and I got started and we got our sales licenses, I don't know if you caught this in your class or not, but the minute I heard that instructor say that licensed real estate agents could be stockholders of the corporation, they just couldn't be officers. Now this is the state of Florida, right? So check for your own state. But licensed real estate agents could not be officers of the corporation for the brokerage, but they could be stockholders, all right? So that's rang a bell for me, all right? So we set up shop right from the beginning. We got our sales licenses. We formed a corporation of record. We hired a broker of record, and this was 20 years ago. So there was no 100%, there was no EXP, there was no Charles Rutenberg 20 years ago. 20 years ago, it was still a 50-50 split, I think, for the most part, honestly. But we never worked for another brokerage. We set up our corporation, all right? We hired a broker of record and we hit the ground running, all right? So we had no broker to depend on, no broker to teach us, all right? So we had to figure everything out by ourselves, all right? So the moral to the story is, if you really want to build a serious business and you want to get out of that 87% that does not make it in this business, all right? Pretend that you don't have a broker. I think that's the biggest problem with agents that fail is they depend on their broker, okay? And I know Kelly loves her broker, so Kelly's the exception to the rule. But my point is, if you built your business, your real estate business, like you didn't have anybody to depend on and you had to figure it all out for yourself, what would you do? All right? Now you can absolutely muddle through and, try and figure some of this stuff out, and it's pretty frustrating, isn't it? All right? For example, the special ad audiences. There are so many changes. I don't know, have you even noticed the new changes on your Facebook in the last 2 days, 2 or 3 days? All of the graphics, all of the colors, it's all changed again. So I'm still hunting and pecking now again with Facebook. So Facebook is a constant change. It's a constant change. So just go ahead and accept that this is something in your business that you need to constantly be learning. Okay? All right? Now, when I was moving all of our stuff from the office back home, let me tell you what, I probably moved a stack like this. I mean, there were 8 or 9 of them, different programs that I have purchased over my 20-year career to learn stuff, right? Brian, Buffini and Trace, all of them, stats. I mean, it was funny. It was humored me because you want to know what they were, right? They were cassettes and workbooks. That's what you got when you invested in a coach back then, because we didn't have social media to talk like this. So that's how coaching was done. You either paid for a phone call. My first coach, I paid for a phone call that I got once a week, and it was pretty expensive. I don't think that's necessary with today, do you? There's so many ways that you can get affordable education. So, for example, keeping up with these damn special audiences. I mean, just to give it to you in a nutshell, if you haven't figured out the special ad audiences, Facebook lost that battle with HUD, which I think is ridiculous, but that's just my own personal opinion. We can't do zip codes anymore, but you can absolutely go to the United States Post Office and drop mail into one particular zip code if you'd like to. You can do that. You can drop mail in a zip code, but you certainly can't, apparently, social media advertise in a certain zip code. All right, but that's neither here nor there, right? It is what it is. We have to deal with that, okay? So the problem that you're having today, for example, if you have never done this, you need to update your saved audiences. So if you're still trying to use your old saved audiences and they haven't been converted to special ad audiences, you're gonna get that reject notice every single time, all right? So you have to know, for example, that you, as a realtor, every single thing that you try to advertise, you're gonna have to be subject to that. So you have to check on that block every single time. There's no getting around it, all right? If you're driving traffic for a consumer, to a website that has housing related, tell us how you really feel. Yeah, you know I do that, don't you? That's the truth. Oh my God. I gotta do that sometimes, don't I? So, yeah. Yeah, so if you don't know how to do that, you got to figure that out, okay? You got to figure that out. You can no longer afford to not figure this Facebook shit out, okay? I'm just going to put it out there just like that, right? All right, now look, it doesn't have to be costly. And if you've never invested in coaching for yourself or a digital product or you know, you really need to dip your toe in that, right, Kelly? It's not so scary, is it? I can't tell you how many programs I have bought over the years, and some of them required thinking about and some of them didn't. And I'll tell you a story how I got started with BPOs, okay? I did BPOs for about 10 years, and I can pull up my Quicken software and I can tell you exactly how much to the dime. Did I make 6 figures? Yes, I've made over 6 figures in the course of doing BPOs. I don't do them anymore, okay? But how did I get started with BPOs? I bought a $47 product that taught me how to prepare a resume, an REO real estate resume. It gave me a list of 100 websites that I could sign up for, and it gave me a download for an audio call that the coach had conducted, okay? So for 47 bucks, that's what I got, and I was on my own. I have this list of 100 websites, 100 bank, you know, that was the lead magnet. Here's the 100 bank sites to sign up for to get REOs and BPOs, right? And all of the things you had to do. You had to have $1 million policy, you had to have this, you had to be the broker, all that had to be done, right? We had all our marching orders in this $47 product that I bought. I got it. You know, I remember doing my first BPO after I got set up with the company. It was painful. It was really painful, you know. And I knew immediately to get those 100 websites applications done, I needed help. So I hired a girlfriend to come in and sit for 2 days. And she's a dynamo. You know, so she's a spreadsheet queen, and she just went to work. I mean, 2 days, that's all it took her to make application with about 86 of those 100. The others she determined were bullshit, right? So she made her way through that list, filled out applications because it's pretty repetitious, really, honestly. You're submitting your resume, this, that. It's a package you submit. You get signed up, blah, you know, and she's getting them all plugged into a CRM. You know, so she's just whipping it together for me, right? And then I get the first BPO order. It took me about 3 days to get that sucker approved. It was horrible, okay? And I thought, Christ almighty, how do agents make money doing BPOs, man? So but we plugged along. We plugged along. It was something that I passed out for my agents to do for some extra money. They got, the BPO fee. I wasn't in it for the income in the beginning. I was in it to get my foot in the door for the REOs. So my agents were able to do the BPOs and pick up the fees. And that's what we did for a few months, before I just hired some assistants to take over that and run that department, all right? And then we just ran the photos, I pulled the comps, and they plugged in the data. And we had an REO department, boom, in less than a year, all right? But it didn't take just a $47 investment though. I had to find out what else I had to do. I invested in a membership program that got me the education that I needed to deal with banks and foreclosures. It was a whole nother area that I had to educate myself in, but I did, all right? And for 10 years, we had an REO BPO revenue stream. Definitely was worth the investment, okay? My point is you cannot get all of the information that you need to run Facebook ad funnels without investing in some of the knowledge. You can hang around all these groups you want, okay? You can Google all you want. Trust me, I did it for a lot of years, pecking and picking and pecking. I've been playing with Facebook ads for about 9 years, but it wasn't until about 4 years ago, before I finally just, how the hell do I retarget? What is this shit? How come I see these ads after I hit websites, right? So that's when I invested in a mentor. I was in Christine Etheridge's Leads and Leverage program for about a year. She was awesome. She taught me what I needed to know, that missing puzzle that kept gnawing at me. What's the missing secret sauce? What am I missing here? Cannot pick this up by myself? You need someone, if you want to expedite any process, you need to invest in yourself to get somebody that's going to walk you step by step, right? Walk you step by step, answer the questions when you need answered, and take someone else's path. It's not hard to take someone else's path and then quickly make it your own, right? You're going to learn what you need to learn from that one individual, okay? And then you're going to grow and find the next level, right? And then you need to find someone at the next level and grow again, all right? So that's what I have done for 20 years. For 20 years. Find someone one step at a time, all right? If you want to learn about bots, I'm not your girl. I'm not your girl when it comes to Facebook bots, right? So I stay in my lane. If you want to learn group funnels and you want to learn paid targeted ads that are going to create marketing that's going to draw people to you so that you no longer have to chase them, I'm your girl. All right, that's what I do, okay? It'll fall into place when you turn that tide and invest in yourself and get the missing piece of the puzzle, all right? So you've seen in the comments here, I have dropped a link, all right, what I'm doing, all right? You know that I have a digital course. Kelly is one of our students. You can ask Kelly anything. I feel confident she'll give you an honest answer. She was our beta student in there. We had several in there, but Kelly just happens to be here, so I'm mentioning her name. All right? But what I do is implement, okay? I can give you all of the hard data, all right, of the step-by-step instructions on a piece of paper, but what really helps, right? What really is what you're paying for is a personal connection and someone to walk you through implementing that process, whatever way that works for you. For me, I teach everything in live. We go live, I video record. If you got a problem and I need to convey something to you, I can whip out a screenshot video and shoot it right to you, don't I, Kelly? Right? You'll get your answers. That's the difference between trying to find answers in a group of 40,000 people and get inundated with irrelevant information. Okay? You know, when you got someone that you can plug into personally for accountability, coaching, and motivation at an affordable price, you need to seriously consider that, don't you? You really do. This is an opportunity, all right? What I'm doing is I'm giving you module 1 in that link is basically our revised version. Kelly's getting all of these updates. All of my original students have lifetime access to their platform, and they get all of the revisions always. So what we have here available is module 1 that's coming out, and this is going to give you a taste. For 47 bucks, I figure you don't need to have a whole lot of know, like, and trust to pull the trigger on $47. I mean, seriously. If you want to really dip your toe in looking at what a digital course can do for you, what you can actually learn from diving into Facebook marketing and funnels, and learning how to attract an audience instead of chase it, 47 bucks. It's going to give you a good taste of what we do, all right? It's basically just your foundation, because agents fail at their marketing efforts with Facebook because they try to put the cart before the horse. We're not talking about boosting an ad. We're talking about diving deep and seriously getting to your avatar and targeting them and funneling them into a system that allows you to nurture them for the years and years and years that you're going to have a relationship with that person. Okay? All right, so this is just 47 bucks. And what I'm going to do for you, we're revamping the course and we're relaunching, like I said, March 31st. So if you want to buy this module anytime in the month of March, it's 47 bucks. The course will come out at $197 on the 31st, the full-blown course, right? I'll credit you that $47 because you're basically getting module 1 and you're getting a jump start, okay? Module 1 is the most robust. You have to get this done before you do anything else, because this is your co-branding of your personal and your business page, setting up all the bells and whistles that your business page has to offer, getting your ad account set up, getting it seasoned, getting your audiences set up and created. You have to nail down that foundation in all of the audiences for your strategy before you run ads. Otherwise, you're just running ads willy-nilly, okay? Don't be running ads willy-nilly. You have to think about your audience strategy, and that's what Module 1 will teach you, okay? All right? I appreciate Kelly so much. We have rolled up our sleeves. Kelly has just totally revamped her whole Facebook platforms, and she looks like a rock star right now. She has co-branded her business, her personal page. She has created her groups. She is about ready to probably dive into some Facebook targeting ads. See, the Facebook targeting ads is really one of the very last things that we want to do, because we want to make sure that all of these other steps function first before you spend money on ads. All right? There's no reason to spend money on an ad if you don't have some place to bring them to nurture them, to get their email address, because it's all about the email list. Let me tell you what. All right? But this module 1 will give you, it's just going to give you a taste of the platform. All right? The way the content is delivered, the vibe of the content. All right? You're going to get PDFs, checklists. You've got videos. You've got screenshot videos of me walking you step by step through the process. So you'll get a taste of what the actual course, can provide for you with the rest of the modules. Now, you can buy these modules individually, March 31st, or along the path. They're all going to be available individually, $47 a piece. If you feel like you want to just chunk it out $47 a piece. But the difference is going to be the support, okay? That's why I want you to have the course, because when you buy the whole course, then along with that comes 8 weeks of support. 8 weeks of me going live Monday through Thursday and answering your questions and resolving your problems. 8 weeks of me and you in private messenger getting your questions answered when you need them answered. Okay? That's the course benefit, is the support to implement. That's the secret sauce. Nobody's slinging any new data. Trust me. Nobody is slinging any new data. What you need is the implementation, the help to implement, okay? And what you're buying is personality, really, let's be honest. If you don't like the person you're talking to, you're not going to listen to their message. So hopefully you kind of like me. I try to be entertaining, you know. I'm an introvert, so I try to be entertaining, right? Kelly's laughing at me, I know. Kelly's an introvert too. That's probably why we understand each other so much. So that's it, that's it. The course is going to give you 8 weeks of implementation help. If you're buying the $47 units, they are evergreen units. It's going to give you all the information you need. Boom, 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 boom. But, you're not going to have the live support backup. You can absolutely jump in the coaching group. You'll probably get an answer. You know what I'm saying? And you can post a question in the course and you'll get a response, but it's not going to be anything like a live personal or private messenger personal. Okay? That's going to be the difference. All right? So I hope that I have delivered something for you, a little nugget for you. Like I said, if you're having trouble with your ads and you're getting that special ad audience notice, you have to certify every single ad that you do, all right? And you cannot use any of your old saved audiences. They all must be converted to special ad audiences, okay? So that's what we do in that module. I'll show you how to do that, all right? You gotta do that a certain way, okay? All right, so I hope I've given you a little something nugget to chew on, and I hope I've given you a good, opportunity. I feel like I'm giving you a good opportunity. Most agents don't seek counseling because it's so bloody expensive, and I just really don't think it needs to be, my avatar is a first-time home buyer, and kind of my avatar is, an independent agent, It's my avatar is for coaching is that 87%. You know what I mean? That's the 87% I'm trying to make an impact with. The 12, 13, 14%, whatever it is, they don't need me. They figured it out already. All right. I appreciate you guys hanging out, and if you're watching this in replay, please type replay. That's social media etiquette. Give me some love. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.